we hear deer grunting and running down there. I think there's another buck. Right there.
Yeah. Coyote.
I think you hard shot him. All right, it is November the 10th, and today is my 50th birthday. And I'm going to be spending my 50th birthday in a pretty cool way. My dad called me. He's 76. And my hopes were to get him out early in the season when the weather was a little bit warmer, but he came down with pneumonia. Couldn't get him out, and he hasn't been feeling real great. He doesn't get around near as well as he used to. And he called and said, hey, I think I feel good enough to go out hunting. And as most of you know, I'm chasing really big buck. It's peak rut. I mean, the big bucks are on their feet. But I'll tell you this, when your 76-year-old dad calls you and says he wants to go hunting, well, gosh darn it, you drop everything and you go hunt with your dad. So that's what I'm doing tonight. And we're going to, and just a little bit more history on my dad. It was last year, he was in the hospital 89 days with COVID. Now, my dad already, he has neuropathy and he gets chemo, so his immune system, that's back when people weren't making it out. And he was in for 89 days, and we had the serious discussion that not only did we weren't real sure that he was going to ever make it home. I sure as heck didn't ever think he was going to go hunting again. So today is a blessing and a gift for me to go out hunting with him. So, all right, let's get my dad. What do you think, Dad?
Don't know.
Bucks running wild or what?
I think they are.
Yeah? Here, let me take this for you. Grab that. You got your pack.
Yep.
You got your bolts. Oh, they're in there. All right.
Catch your big one. Catch your big one, Dad.
We'll try.
Need help getting in there? Oh, you got it.
Get my leg up, and I can get in.
Loaded up, ready to go. Gonna drive Dad down to the stand, get him.
I really can't hear you.
I'm talking to the camera. Gonna get him into the stand. I'd like to walk in, but it's a little bit of a far walk for him, and so we're gonna drive the quad right down into the stand and get him set up, and I'll take the quad back out and walk in. So. Set up, and it is my birthday today, November the 10th, and I couldn't think of a better birthday present than hunting with my dad. What do you think? Hello. He's ready to go, and we're hunting one of my Whitetail stew food plots, and it's been getting hammered. I've been getting a lot of bucks on my Moultrie camera, but I was out and I need to change the batteries in the camera. While I was out there, I grabbed Dad a snack. And you know what he said? Did you bring any salt? This plot, I shot a doe here earlier in the year, and they were coming in at that time and just eating all the tops off. This is pure attraction. I have some tall tine tubers in the other end, and it's loaded with turnips, and they are absolutely destroying it. So we're gonna sit tight. It's the rut, you know, so the does are just coming in and they're feeding and they're running and they're getting out of here because the bucks are really cruising through. But we're gonna sit tight, and I think he's got an itchy trigger finger, and he hasn't shot one with an archery season in a long time. So first one comes in to 30 yards and gives us a good broadside shot. He or she might get it, and then if it happened early enough, then PA, if you get out and tag it, you can keep hunting, and maybe a buck would come in. We'll see, but we'll wait and see how the night shakes out.
Oh, yes, Dad.
I hope.
I think your heart shot him. How about that? How about that? How awesome was that, Dad? What are the chances of that? Holy cow. I saw blood right away. I think your heart shot him.
Come on. Thank you.
I'm proud of you, bud. Hey, I've always been proud of you, but I'm really proud of you. I was a little over 30 yards. Hey, give me 5. All right, I took a look at the footage. It looks like a good hit. It's low, but I'm thinking I saw blood right away. So hopefully he's not too far. What do you think, Dad?
I hope not.
You can take this off now. Show us all your smiling face. But man, what a hunt. That was nerve-wracking. It was kind of loud in here, and Dad's a little bit hard of hearing, and the buck came right there, and I'm like, he's right there, and he just had a blind spot that he couldn't see him, and he leaned out like a pro, and I didn't even think he'd be able to shoot that far over. We thought it had to get more in front of us, but he started working out away from us, and I was like, man, it's now or never, and I stopped him, and Dad let it rip. What do you think?
I think it must have worked.
Yeah. Well, if we get this buck, I gotta say, it was the best 50th birthday present I think I ever could have, man. Thanks for hunting with me.
Thank you.
Love you, man.
Thanks for taking me.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too.
So we're getting ready to go track my dad's deer, and I'm going out to replace the batteries in one of my Moultrie cameras. I just wanted to give you a look. You saw those bucks in here. They are hammering. I mean, hammering these turnips, which blows me away because it's the rut. And I was surprised that one came in and 8 and 8 and 8, but I want to give you a look at this plot. Look at these turnips. Every single one of them, they are just gnawing on. I'll follow you.
I'll stay out of the stuff.
Yeah, don't be walking on my turnips. Hey, Dad. I see him right down there. You didn't go far, buddy. You just want to wait there? I'll try and drag him to you.
Yeah?
You just want to wait there and I'll try and drag him up here to you?
Okay.
All right. Yes. Look at that mess. You know, I wish you can see my dad doesn't get around real well. And I wish he could be down here with me to recover this buck, but he's only about 75 yards up there and I'm gonna drag him up there. But sometimes bucks mean a little bit more than others, and seeing a giant, but this is by far one of his biggest bucks. And last year he was in the hospital with COVID for 89 days, and we didn't think he was getting out, much less ever going hunting again. And here we are. Yes. I was gonna try and drag him up this hill before I got him for my dad to see him, but after dragging him about 20 yards, I decided I'm gonna gut him out and then drag him up the hill. So Dad's just gonna have to wait a little wee bit longer. I want to give you a look at this rage hole. I mean, he ended up shooting low. It's probably a little over a 30-yard shot, and I asked him, what pin did you use? He said he thought it used his 20, so it ended up being low. But man, check that out. Good night. Oh, yeah. Wowzers. Well, we got my dad's deer, and what can I say? Some deer just mean a little more than others, right?
Yes.
This is your first buck in how long?
Long time.
Long time. And you were in the hospital with COVID how many days?
89.
89 days. We didn't know if he was coming home, much less hunting again. Dad made a great shot, heart shot. He didn't go very far. I had to drag him up over the hill. And I know Dad, when he said we were going to get him, and he said, "I'm sorry, I wish I could track and go down and drag and gut." And I said, "Dad, I owe you. I owe you a bunch." And I appreciate this. This is, like I said, some deer just mean a little more than others. Yeah. And what a birthday I had. I'm 50 years old, but to do this with Dad tonight when I didn't ever think we were gonna go hunting again. Pretty awesome. I'm proud of you, bud.
Yeah, thank you.
I love you.
Love you.
Thanks for hunting with me.
Thank you.
Love you, man.
Thanks for taking me.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too.